How we doing?
What's good, yo? Hard line after hard line.
How we doing? Florida. Florida says howdy.
What up, baby? Today we're playing Fallout. I'm watching the show right now. It's pretty good. I try to play this game on stream. Initially, when I first started streaming, I played it on stream and it was fine. And then
Florida says
some
howdy.
update
This was
came
one of my
out.
favorite games.
Same. Some update came out that screwed everything up and made it like impossible to play on PC. But I think they've since fixed it. We'll see. I haven't played since then, but like I said, we'll see. Song is Bomb Track by Rage Against the Machine. We're gonna run it back.
How we doing? Cat God sleeps.
Oi, oi, oi. It is smaller than I wanted to. Let's increase the size a bit.
How we doing? RXtro.
Hey, appreciate the share, man. There's still music on. I'm not sure what's up with that. I should change my controller setting.
How we doing? Yandel.
This is supposed to be the Cyberpunk one, but I think I'm changing it now. Yeah, okay. That should be fine. What's the color? I should change the color here so I know when I look at it. Do blue. There we go. The music's still on. I don't want the music on, chat. After hard line. Says music shouldn't be on, but I definitely hear music. You hear that music, don't you, chat? You hear that music. I hear that music too. It's gonna burn. Burn, burn. Guess you're gonna burn. I gotta change the color settings so it's like purple. Like a purplish, like a pinkish purple. That's the vibe, chat. That's the vibe. Guess you're gonna burn, but I feel like that's what might have changed my
How we doing?
messed up my settings initially, but I'm not actually
How
sure.
we doing? I like K.
When's Ark? I'm not gonna play Ark today.
I like says what's up, Zion.
What up, 2K? It's in mind. I like been having some microphone issues, but I think I resolved it. We'll see, hopefully. Think I resolved it. Okay. I want to change my game display color so that it's like so the HUD yeah.
How we doing? SP Der.
What's up there?
How we doing? Spice God Dizzy.
Yeah, yeah, that's tough. That's tough. Pip-Boy can stay green, that's fine. All right. I haven't played this game in like God knows how long, and it's gonna take some getting used to. One, because the aspect ratio is so in your face. And usually when I play games these days, I bring the aspect ratio back, so that, you know, you have some like space to actually see what's going on around you. I have no idea where I am in the story. I have no idea where I am in like anything. I had a couple mods on, but what's up, Chris? The new update made it so, because these companies are all money grubby. The new update changed it so that you have to pay for the mods in the store. So it removed a lot of the mods I had. I think the only mod that's currently on is the one that
Micah says, is this Fallout 76?
no, it's just Fallout 4 is the mod that shows more greenery. So I mean, that's something, but it's a far cry from what we used to have before.
CHR says, yo bro, I am going to my school's dance RN ill, put a pic of my suit in Discord.
That's tough. I hope you have a good time, man. Enjoy yourself, brother. You deserve it.
How
are you
doing? Tune.
How do you see like the missions? I haven't played this game in mad long, guys. Like, I truly do not know what to do. How do you pull up your Pip-Boy, bro? Is it up? Nope. Nope, it's not that. How do you pull up your Pip-Boy? This is select. It's not select. It's not start. B? No, that's a flashlight.
CHR says, go
oh, okay.
And look at the suit. You could say I suited well. Get it?
Press it. You press it. One sec, Chris. Okay. So this should tell me my missions. Okay, so we have a couple of missions lined up. Like I said, I didn't do too much since I started playing this.
On my work computer. What do I do, UNC?
Aiden, you might be cooked, brother. You gotta learn to not show where you eat. Let this be a valuable lesson, I suppose. Yeah, I don't know what any of these missions are, bro. That's tough. Talk to settlers across County Crossing. Settlers at County Crossing. Okay, where is that? That's mad far, bro. All right, chat. We're gonna try and walk there and hope we don't die. Actually, no, screw that. I might try to fast travel somewhere closer and get there via that. All right, let's see what this suit Chris is talking about. Love to see it, man.
CHR says, just put it in Discord.
Yeah, I saw it, bro. Man's just looking spiffy. Love to see it, brother. All right. Guys, if you're new to the stream, check out the YouTube, the Twitch, the Kick. Yes, we're even on Kick. The Instagram, all the names are Spy Squad Dizzy. My name is the same on every platform. I haven't played this game in a long time. So here we are. I don't really know where to go. How do I see this way? Okay, this way. I wish I could like move back the aspect ratio a bit.
CHR says my HB is the president of the school, so I am going as his bodyguard.
What happened? Your homeboy is the president of the school, so you're going as his bodyguard. I heard you, okay. Bring this mic a little bit closer. All right. Oftentimes when I play these games, I get lost on trying to find every location on the map. But what that does is makes me wander into somewhere where I shouldn't be and will probably die. Actually, speaking of which, I think I've died on this bridge before because these giant mutant crabs pull up. And what level am I? Do you see your data? Is data your level? Stats, okay. General doesn't tell me my level though. That's actually insane. Status. I'm level 10. I'm level 10. Okay. My perks are I have 7 strength, perception 10, endurance 7, charisma 4, intelligence 6. All right. My luck is pretty bad. That's probably why I always stumble upon those giant monster crabs. So the water definitely has a ton of radiation. So I think this is actually how I died last time. Yeah. I needed to get to that side, but I couldn't go in the water because it's radiated. But see this, guys? That looks like a trap right there. You see that? That's definitely a trap. See that wire? Yeah, so there are probably some raiders around here, actually. And if not raiders, there are definitely crabs. I'm pretty sure last time I died trying to do this, but let's try again and see what happens. You know, you never know. You never know. All right, that's definitely a trap. We don't want to set that off. Can we disarm that bad boy? All right. Now, can I take all the stuff in here?
How we doing?
Usually you can, like, after you disarm the trap, you can take the juicy bits for yourself. Let's hope no crabs pop up and murder me. Oh, there's a mine. There's a mine. Yep. Yep. Okay. Yep. This is what I'm talking about, chat. Yep. You see this? You see this? You see this? This is exactly what we were talking about. I knew it was gonna happen. I'm pretty sure this is how I died. I haven't played this game for what, like a year and a half, and I remember this vividly. This is how I died last time because everything in sight was trying to murder me. Yeah, hate to see it. All right, we try again, chat. We try again. What up, Josh? Guys, you gotta quit with the homophobia. It doesn't serve you. Makes you less of a man, and you're trying to do the opposite. You're trying to be more of a man by questioning the sexuality of other men. It's cowardly. Okay. I'm gonna somehow get across there. Like, I don't care what you talking about, what you gotta say. I don't care about no bugs. I'm gonna get across there. First, I need to get my health back, though. Do I even have any, like, stem packs?
How we doing?
I have 1 stem pack, bro. That's crazy. No way. Oh my god. All right, I'm reloading it. Guys, if I have 1 stem pack, also there might be an infinite stem pack mod. Maybe I look into that.
But anybody ever said you look like Zion Williamson?
Yeah, brother. Peep the message on the bottom. It's kind of hard to see because of the chat, but everyone says I look like Zion. Okay, so maybe if I like walk on here, I won't set off the traps. Yeah, that's it, chat. That's it. Yeah. Oh no. It's the rest. God damn it. Oh my god. Load it back. Nah, bro, it's not a problem. Not an issue at all. Damn it. All right. Hey, appreciate the follow, man. So we just gotta walk it like a tightrope, not set off the bombs, not fall in the. You see, y'all see that?
How we doing?
That's the shit I'm talking about. All right. Don't fall off, guys. I'm gonna take a new approach to when I try to teach you guys about things. Oftentimes, I get incredibly frustrated because, honestly, the things people say in this chat, like some of them are trying to be funny and some are not trying to be funny. And like they say truly idiotic things, and it frustrates me because they don't know that the things they're saying are harmful to them and to society, and that frustrates me. But that's just emotional immaturity on my part and a manifestation of grief. Oh crap. Okay, it's dead, chat, it's dead. Oh shit, there are more of them. Damn it. Oh, I'm out of ammo. No. Chill. Oh my god, why are you moving so fast? No. Out of ammo for everything, bro. I should have checked my stats before I came in. Oh my god. The rads die, bro. This is why you can't play this game, bro. Like everything tries to murder you. There are more enemies up ahead. I don't know, like, where they... Do I have ammo for anything? Okay.
How we doing?
This has a little bit of ammo, but not enough. Bro, why am I so broke?
How we doing? Saget.
Subdrum. Damn, I'm really broke. All right, chat. We might have to reevaluate. I have no money or ammo. Do I have any melee weapons? Do I have any melee weapons?
How we doing? Hi.
Weapons. Okay. Maybe we put the baseball bat on. It says it's a favorite. Is it this? Okay. All right, chat. We're using the baseball bat because it doesn't take ammo. And there are a lot of bad boys up ahead that we're going to have to deal with. Oh, you see that? You see that? You see that? Yeah, here comes I. Beat it. Bash it. God damn it. No. The giant mosquito ate my blood. No, die. Damn it. I don't know if I'm going to make it out, chat. I don't know if I'm going to make it out. It's not looking good. I can't even take, like, these are the lowest level enemies in the game. These are the lowest level enemies in the game. Oh my god, no, die. Damn it, it's more of them. Gun, I need a gun. I don't have a gun. Why do you take so many hits? You're a bug. I'm gonna die. Flee. There's no time to flee. No, why?
How we doing?
All right.
Uncle Kaino.
All right, we overestimated our capabilities, obviously.
Says, why you not NBA series, bro? Messing up my parlay too much.
We referred to my video about the parlays. What's up, Reese?
How we doing?
All right, chat. We're gonna have to reevaluate. I gotta make some money.
T says, what up, Zion?
What up, Bailey? I'm broke and I have no ammo. Provide food for sanctuary shelter. Find fusion cores. Get the key to Kellogg's house. I died trying to do that last time. Continue following the Freedom Trail. That's a death sentence as well. Troubled waters. Listen to military frequency. This might be the move. How did I get all this money last time, bro? I need to find a way to cheat, chat. That's really all this is. All right, let's go back to Sanctuary and try to do some of those missions because I need some kind of money, chat. I need money. I have no ammo. I'm trying to beat these bugs with a baseball bat. It's just not a good look. What up, guys? All right, let's go to Sanctuary. I think that power armor I have there I can't really use because I need a fusion core for it, and I don't have a fusion core for it. So, Grave, what up, Grave? Gamer Boy, what's going on?
Gamerboy 703 says you always thinking, never knowing.
Yeah.
How we doing?
I mean, you're right. It's hard to know anything. Anyone, Grave, of course I remember you. Anyone who, you're the one who said your parents don't love you, and that made me incredibly sad. I hope you were kidding, and if you're not, well, I'm sorry to hear it, and welcome to the community, man. What did Gamer Boy say? Yeah, anyone who tells you they truly know anything, is a liar.
How we doing?
We're human beings. How can we ever really know? We can better our understanding, but to truly know anything, I don't know if it's possible. I don't want to buy stuff from you. I don't have any money. I want you to give me money, bro. What are you talking about here, bro? This guy's killing me, man. How do I get rid of my gun? I don't even know how to get rid of my gun, chat. Yeah, same. I don't know what I'm doing. What does this person want? What's up? Or her mouth doesn't even move.
I used to live here.
How we doing? Star.
Oh, there it is. It's moving now. When I come around.
How we doing? Ontos.
What's up, Ontos?
Can't wake up from. I can help you, kid. It always.
Sure. Here. Already.
Like a little kick yourself. You're on the trail of the man.
Oh, right. I wasn't supposed to give her drugs. Well, she was asking for it. I need to build food. How do I go into creator mode? So you hold this? Nope. Oh, yeah, it is that. All right. I need to get rid of these.
Actually
Scrap.
playing Fallout Shelter the other day.
Is Fallout Shelter the mobile game? Scrap.
How we doing, Bozef?
What's up, Bozef? We're going to leave this here because we need the water. Scrap. All right, I'm going to scrap all the useless stuff that I don't need.
How we doing?
Huh, that's cool. And then build some,
How we doing?
like gardens so they have food, and then maybe I don't think they'll give me any money. That's what I need. I need money so I can buy ammo and better guns so I don't get killed by mosquitoes. You can't be an action hero getting killed by a mosquito.
Fabo says, but I'd be wanting to spend money on it, so I try not to play it too much.
Yeah, the mobile games are super predatory. I mean, all games these days are, not all, but the vast majority of them are predatory, unfortunately. But we let it happen, Chad. They started monetizing everything and we didn't stop them. We kept buying it, so we did it to ourselves. We have no one to blame but ourselves. That's not true. They are also to blame for being money grubbing
Fabo says, yeah, and unfortunately,
monsters.
hook, like, and sinker, so.
They got us all hooks, line, and sinker, bro. Don't worry. We're all right there with you. What's up, Pam?
Eli.
All right. What's up, Eli? Let's get rid of who needs a mailbox in the apocalypse? Nobody. That's who. I think this is dog meets. Oop, nope. I don't want to put that there. This is dog meets old house. We're gonna scrap that. We don't need that. Scrap that. What's up, Eli? Scrap this. Scrap this. Scrap this. I don't know if this is gonna make it easier for me to build a garden, but
$40 on microtransactions, then not touch a game ever again. LMAO.
yeah, pretty much, bro. Pretty much, dude. I remember in high school, I played this game called One Piece Treasure Cruise, and I was broke in high school, right? Because when I grew up poor and wasn't about to spend money on that. But this girl I dated for a bit got a bunch of Apple or iTunes gift cards for Christmas, and she like never like used any apps on her phone other than the messaging app. So she was like, "Do you want them?" And I was like, "Sure." And I just used like $100 of iTunes gift cards on this mobile game. It was so bad, dude. It was so painful.
Scrubs.
What's up, Ian?
How we doing? Rizzy Rain.
Oh wait,
How
whoa.
we doing? Mad.
Caps, chat, caps. Take how much? 17? God damn it.
AANOL.
We need more than 17 caps. Scrap. We're gonna scrap everything. Scrap everything. Maybe we keep the beds because we're gonna have to make beds anyways. I think I actually made those beds. Scrap everything that can be scrapped, and then we're gonna build them a what is this? Cabinet? They don't need any cabinets. I guess they need a stove. Like, is this stove even working? Like, aren't we just roasting things on fires? Let's be real.
How we doing? Trace.
Guys, remember, everyone gets text to chat, but if you abuse it, you lose it. So use your best judgment. What up, guys?
How we doing? Fred Stadler.
Fred, what's going on? Yeah, no mailboxes. We don't need any mailboxes.
Says Zion. How we doing? Twan.
Swan, what's going on, man?
How we doing?
Guys, how many times do you think I've heard the Zion go play basketball comments?
Star.
And if it's several times, a lot of times, what does that say about you and your lack of originality?
How we doing?
Sorry. I'm being mean again. I'm being mean again. I'll stop. You gotta see it from my perspective, guys. You gotta see it from my perspective. You guys come in here and say the same old dumb shit all the time. Like, I only have so much patience. Again, refer to my video regarding the parlays. I made a clip about it for exactly this moment. We're gonna keep this safe, chat. We're gonna keep this safe. Imagine being that idiotic. Imagine being that idiotic. This guy said, imagine playing video games and talking about people wasting their lives. God. Ian, does it like how does it feel to be that small-minded? Like does it hurt? Probably doesn't. Probably feels real good, huh? They say ignorance is bliss, so probably feels real nice. Could never be me. Who's the 14? Okay, we're gonna build some gardens. I'm gonna build some gardens now. Oh.
Bashvendi says, why are you so beautiful? D.A. Bears. Brock Baker says, Zion.
Yo, how are you supposed to build gardens for them? Is it resources?
How we doing? G-U-N-G.
Oh, okay, there we go. Okay. So I just need to build more food places. Chat, where should I put the
But when it comes to yourself, there's a cognitive dissonance for sure.
Ian, you don't even know what the hell that word means. You heard some people say it online and now you're repeating it. You're an idiot. I'm judging you because you say dumb shit. I'm saying, like, come on.
How we doing?
Ian, you put your stupidity on full display because you made a wild assumption, having stumbled upon this channel. People who make wild assumptions, especially ones that are not logically consistent, prove themselves to be idiots. So I just called it how I saw it. If that offends you, tough. Okay. Wait, I put those carrots there. Can I not? Damn it. What do I need to make? Oh, dude. Nah, brother. What is this?
How we doing?
I guess we'll just do these because I can't really make anything else. So I think oh, there's already a garden. Why do I need to make? Hold on, chat. What's up, Chase?
Ian Scruggs says you're the one that got offended, Bud Law.
No, I didn't get offended. Your stupidity doesn't offend me. It's annoying. Don't. The severity of this is not to what you think. You're annoying. You're not offensive. You're annoying because you're dumb.
How we doing? User. Says underdeveloped mindset for sure.
Underdeveloped mindset. Okay, here we go. Where do I find the missions again? Chat, this always happens when I don't play a game for a really long time. I truly cannot find my way around it. Okay, provide food for sanctuary settlers. Okay, sanctuary settlers. But I already have food here, bro. Like, this is Fallout. Do I need to make more food? Damn it, man. What's up, dude? Alright, we're gonna make more food for them, I guess, because they're greedy and the food I had before wasn't enough, apparently. You must assign workers to objects before it began producing resources. Oh, is that why? No, this is... How do I assign a worker? Oh, no. Store, milling, and workshop. No. How do I assign worker? Provide food for sanctuary, 70%. Okay. I can provide more food. These earrings are my girlfriend's earrings. I got most of my earrings from Amazon because like I just don't have the time to go out and get it in person. But all the ones I got from Amazon are trash. I don't wear them anymore. But I mean, like maybe one day I actually go out and get new ones. Okay, let's see if that mission progressed at all.
How we doing?
No. Move back. Damn it, bro. Can I remember how to do the things? Okay, here we go. All right, 90. All right, I need more food, Chad. They need more food.
Cyrus says, would you recommend new people to start playing Fallout 76? How we doing? John says OMG.
I don't know. I've never played Fallout 76, but I remember when it came out. So I watched this YouTube channel called Game Ranks. They do game reviews. When it first came out, it was in a horrid state, but from what I've heard, it's gotten better. And I see people playing it and like it. The only thing is it's super money grubby. And Fallout 4 is less money grubby, so maybe start with that, and if you like it, then do Fallout 76. Fallout 76 is a newer one, so it might be more friendly to new players. Yeah, no, they put in work to quote unquote make it better because it was shit and no one was playing it. Not because they care about making a better product. They just care about making money. And if people are not playing it, they won't make any money. Okay, so we completed that part of the mission, I believe. Now let's see what else there is to do. Talk to Sturgis. All right, Sturgis, what up, my boy? Where you at? This is not Sturgis, right? No, that's John Long. Sturgis. Sturgis, where's Sturgis? Bro, why is he hiding from me, Chad? Sturgis, where you at, dog? Let's chat, buddy. Why, are we not friends? Why are you hiding from me?
Fabo says, I wonder if all the Zion commenters think how we doing? First one, Margarita Maria.
This is what I'm saying. Like, I think, like, again, imagine it from my perspective, right? I've been doing this for 2.5 years now. The amount of times I've heard that is almost infinite. And all it communicates to me is that people lack originality. They lack independent thought. They lack creativity. And worse yet, people like fucking Ian, who ran away, coward.
How we doing? Ian Scruggs.
And then he comes back. Ian.
You never heard that.
Yeah. Imagine that. Ian, come back and try to have an intellectual argument with me so I can ruin your life. Yeah. Say something, and then I can let you know how stupid it is. Let's. I'm trying, chat. I'm trying. I know it's not the most productive way to engage with an audience, but like I said, chat, I'm not the most emotionally mature person. I'm trying, but I'm not perfect, and I only have so much patience. So sometimes I'm just gonna let people have it when they say dumb shit. Like, I'm sorry. Appreciate the follow, guys. Let's get rid of this stuff. Guys, someone who's been in the chat for a long time, keep a count.
How we doing? Ethan Sam.
Let's like keep a count of how long. I'm not mad at the Zion comments. I'm mad at how many times I'm not upset about the comments, nor am I upset about how many times people say it. I just think it communicates, or it's indicative of the sorry state of humanity. Last time, you guys can check this out. You probably won't watch it because you're fucking sorry. But I did a stream about noble privilege and statecraft. It's on YouTube. You can go watch it. The point of that stream was to make clear that all of what you believe is completely manufactured to keep you subservient to yeah. Guys, I would love, I've said this a million times. If there's one thing I'm not going to do is fucking lie to you. I'm sorry. I'm not here for you to like me. I'm here to educate you, but some of you are too fucking hard-headed and you're too insecure. So instead of engaging with the things I'm saying, your insecurities get flared up and you're like, oh, he thinks he's so smart, I'm gonna show him. I'm like, you guys are fucking sad, stupid children. And it's so tough, bro. Anyway, go check out that YouTube clip. It talks about noble privilege and statecraft, and yeah, you might fucking learn something. I don't know, like, or fucking don't do it, bro. And do something else. Kratos, if it's not pertaining to you, then it's not you, brother. It's not you. Yeah, like I said, a lot of you are young, dumb, and insecure, and that shit gets in the way of you fucking learning. And I'm sorry, I'm not very nice. Like, I'm a compassionate person, but I'm not very nice. Like, I'm sorry. I fucking wish, bro, but no, I'm sorry. See, here you are being defensive again. Being defensive. Sure, I have insecurities, but I've grown past a lot of those things. You know how I know a lot of people who watch this are insecure? Do you know how I know? You know how I know? Because when I introduce you to things that you don't understand, instead of seeking to better understand, you fucking get defensive. That's the biggest sign of insecurity. Like, I'm sorry. I know it doesn't make you feel good. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, but like, I don't know what else to do, brother. I don't know what else to do. Like, then Chase, then I'm not talking to you, Chase. Then I'm not talking to you. This is like being in the classroom again, chat. Like, when you're a teacher, like, you like, this stream is like, it's like being the teacher. This stream is like being the teacher. Yeah, okay. You don't even know what that looks like. No, I've already said that's not the source of this. That's not the source. Guys, look. Guys, there's literally, like, this is what I'm saying. Like, the lack of observation is fucking tough. There's literally a fucking sign right here that says, help get Zion on the stream. Do you think if I was mad about people calling me Zion, I would be fucking advertising it? Do you think I would be advertising? This is what I'm saying. You're dumb. You're dumb. Oh my God, dude.
How are we doing, Mason?
And it's not even your fault is the worst part. It's not even your fault. Like, you've been socialized your whole fucking life to be an idiot, and it's so bad you don't even see it. Guys, refer to the YouTube video again. There's a portion of it where we talk about Plato's allegory of the cave.
Says Zion, the Pelicans need you. What are you doing? How are we doing?
I'm not annoyed. This is how I always am, guys. I'm just like, there's only so much I can try to placate people. Like, I'm like, okay, like, listen, guys, like, all right, like, listen to what I'm trying to say and like, think about it. But like, you motherfuckers are too hard headed. Don't watch it, brother. Don't watch it, bro. Don't watch it. Fucking go watch some brain rot. Go watch like the next brain rot. Go like scroll past the stream. Nah. Fuck that. Fuck this. Like, oh, spread positivity. No, fuck that. Y'all don't want positivity. Bro. Scroll past the stream. Go find somebody talking about how like all then fucking leave, bro. Then leave. Like, you act like this isn't completely in your control. This is what I'm talking about. The things you're saying don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. Like I said, scroll past the stream. You're going to see a ton of streams of people talking about how like women are bad and how like, oh, fucking, like, what do men need to do to make money? And like, oh, the Jews or the gays or the blacks or all the other fucking nonsense. Scroll past and go consume that shit, bro. And then you can be with the rest of the fucking imbeciles. Enjoy.
How we doing?
See, guys, if you weren't idiots, if I said, hey, there is something you can learn from this thing, you would be curious enough to be like, he might be wrong, but I won't know unless I fucking see. But you don't actually have any inclination of curiosity, because if you did, you would explore, but you don't explore. You said, no, my feelings are hurt. My feelings are hurt, so I'm not going to go look at it like a fucking child. Like, and you expect me to be nice about it. I'm sorry, I'm not going to be nice about it. I'm not going to be nice about it. I'm not going to be nice about it. Me being nice won't make you less of a fucking idiot. That's not how that works. You have to have a genuine desire to want to learn. You have to have a genuine desire to want to learn. If that doesn't exist, what's up, Kyler? If that doesn't exist, I'm sorry. I can't fucking change that. I can't change that.
Feelings are hurt from watching a TikTok live. How we doing? Monkman.
I'm not watching the live. I'm doing the live. My job is a corporate relationship manager.
L Brown Man.
Also, like, I don't think someone's employment, someone's
STM.
that's what I do. My job. Look at what the guys. This is what I mean by, like, you're dumb. Like, if you were curious, you would click on the page and see, what is this guy about? Like, he's fucking pissed me off. I say exactly what I'm doing. Like, it's what I'm saying. Yo, why are you getting mad about being called Zion? There's a fucking poster in the goddamn stream that talks about getting Zion on the stream. Like, this is what I'm saying, guys. This is like, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? You guys turn your fucking brains off and you have no, like, desire to learn anything, but you want me to, like, fucking coddle your emotions. I'm sorry. I'm not going to do that. 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 You can't even be true. You can't even be, like, honest with yourself. You're like, I'm not insecure. You know who says... Oh my god, dude, I can't. This shit's so bad. It's so bad. Wait. Let's take a poll. How many of you in the chat? Oh my god, now we're tone policing. You know who worries more about tone than substance? Fucking idiots. You know who worries about tone more than substance? Fucking idiots. Imagine the world was crumbling. Imagine there was like a meteor about to hit the earth and somebody came and said, yo, we gotta go. There's a meteor about to hit the earth. And they're yelling and you're like, watch your tone. I'm not gonna listen to you until you calm down and watch your tone. Stupid. My cut is just something I did because I thought it looked cool, guys. God damn it. The amount of people who come in here and they're more concerned about the way I fucking look than the things that are coming out of my mouth, even if it has everything to do with the state of their lives, proves my point again. Stupidity, vanity, fucking everything, and you don't even know why you think the way you think. Shit's pissing me off, chat. I'm not gonna be nice.
El Delinquente Official says I get you Brutha.
Guys, if you're more worried about the way someone is saying something than the substance of their message, what do you want me to say? That's fucking stupid. That's stupid. I'm sorry if it hurts your feelings, but it's stupid. I don't know what to tell you.
How we doing? Eldon Za. NYC Aiden says, yo, Zion, how we doing? Gotta leave Mariah alone.
And like, yo, Fabio.
Says, nah, I get you.
Favo, count the Zion comments. Count them, please.
How we doing?
Count the amount of Zion comments, and count the Supercuts hair. Here we go again. This is what I'm talking about. This is like guys. So Kant. There's a philosopher. His name is Kant. His name is Immanuel Kant. Let's you see. You guys are so petty. Okay, so I'm gonna mute the text to chat real quick so I can tell you guys about something. I am aware it doesn't. Trust me, that's not lost on me. I used to be a teacher. That's not lost on me. But I think that people who are more concerned with tone than substance won't want to listen either way, because people who are more concerned with tones than substance are fucking stupid, and they're more concerned about their emotions than they are about merit of arguments. Okay, let's get back to the Kant thing, and I'm not going to read any messages while I say this. So there's this philosopher, his name is Immanuel Kant. His claim to fame is the categorical imperative. All that means is there are things that we as human beings are necessarily, we as moral beings are necessarily called upon to do. These are the categorical imperatives. And there's like a number of them. One of them is like seeking to do good, right? Like he makes the argument that, see, now that I'm speaking in a calm tone and trying to teach people something, everyone is fucking leaving. But when I was calling them idiots and they wanted to fight and engage in their insecurities and protect it, they were fucking here for it and they stayed for it. I'm literally teaching about fucking moral philosophy and motherfuckers disappear. But like, I can't call people fucking idiots. Okay. Anyways, it basically says there are things that we need to do as moral beings. All right. One of his fields of thought is that there is an order of hierarchy to human desire and human needs. The highest of this order is your obligation to humanity. The lowest is your base desires. The lowest is your base desires. Within those base desires are things like sexual desires, things like desire for sort of admiration and like those vanities. When people come in the chat and they are overly obsessed and comment on my appearance, Kant would say it's all coming full circle. Kant would say they are displaying the basis level of human engagement. And I would tend to agree with that, because if you're more concerned with the way I fucking look than the substance of what I'm saying, the greatest thinkers of society will call you a fucking idiot. So it's not just me calling you a fucking idiot, guys. I'm sorry. What do you want from me? 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 If a duck fucking quacks and fucking waddles, it's probably a fucking duck. I'm sorry. I could be nice about it. But it wouldn't help. Why? Because you don't respect compassion. And you don't even know that you don't. You respect being fucking coddled, because society coddles you and stupefies you. If you want to know what I mean by that, go watch the fucking video on statecraft and how nations come to be, who creates nations, and what are the tools they use to fucking create nations, and what goes into that. The biggest fucking part of nation building is population control, and there are tools that they use to control the population and stupefy everyone to make them easier to control. Go watch the video if you fucking care. You won't, because you don't mind being a fucking idiot. You don't learn. You don't take the time to learn. Am I wrong? I'm not. You know it's true, but it makes you feel insecure, so you fucking run away. Be nice about it. Fuck off, bro. We don't have time to be nice about it, because all these fucking idiots are ruining society. We have like mass goons in the street murdering people, and we're having debates with these fucking idiots because they're like, well, but like the fucking Sky Daddy in charge and Mr. fucking Toupee says it's okay, because I can't fucking think. I have no idea how to fucking think. So I'm seeing people getting murdered by the fucking state, and I'm like, but like, did they like bow down and kiss their boots enough? Like, if they didn't do that, they deserve to get murdered. But I should be nice about you being a fucking idiot, and like you foregoing your civil responsibility, and the people in power using that as excuse to fucking further oppress the entire population. But you don't even see that, because again, you're fucking stupid. Like, I'm sorry. I wish this wasn't the case. I so wish it wasn't the case. I really do. It would be better for the rest of us. But like, unfortunately, that's where we're at. And me like sugarcoating that ain't gonna change shit. You'll still be a fucking idiot, whether I say it or not say it.
How we doing? E. Dot.
All right, I put the text to chat back on. Go ahead, chat. Tell me Tell me how. Tell me how my hair looks. Tell me how I'm Zion. Tell me how you're not a fucking idiot by being more concerned about those things than me talking about the state of the fucking nation.
Lack of thought. How we
There you go, brother. There you go, Ian. Let me know. Let me have it. Let me have it. Ian, tell me what statecraft is, Ian. Ian, tell me what statecraft is and why it matters to your life, Ian. Tell me, Ian. Tell me what that is. Tell me what you know what? Don't make a hypothesis of what you think that is based on the fucking context of what I just said. I just described what it was in detail. Tell me what you think it is, Ian. Tell me if your fucking brain was on, Ian. Tell me if you were listening, Ian. If you were listening to the words coming out of my mouth or more concerned about how I fucking make you feel. No. Some people are rage baiting, but some people honestly feel this way.
a whole lot of nothing.
Here's another one, Jimmy. Here's another one, Jimmy. Jimmy, tell me what statecraft is. I just explained it. Tell me what it is and why it matters. Please. Go ahead, Jimmy. Tell me why it matters to your fucking life. Tell me how nations come to be and what tools the elites who create nations use to control their populations. Tell me. I just talked about it. You should be like, if you were fucking listening.
Respect these people disrespectful FR. How we doing? Mono follow had to do it to EM, says Zion. Jimmy
Shit's
said,
so
"What
sad, bro."
WTF you talking about? You here playing video games complaining about an oppressor.
You see, this is what I'm saying about you don't know how to think. The level of stupidity. The level of stupidity. Yeah, you see, Ian.
Mono following says
Ian,
Williamson.
Ian. What's up, Noah? Ian, you can't discern the difference. This is how I know you're stupid. You can't discern the difference from grifters. You can't discern the difference from grifters and people who are acting in good faith. You can't tell the difference. A grifter, someone acting in good faith. These are the same to me. That's you.
Still hot, so IDC. How you doing?
It's so bad, man. But again, guys, this is not a personal attack, though it feels like it. It's not a person. No. I'm not saying you said that.
Space travel game.
That is my deduction of you. That's my deduction, and you made it clear because you were basically accusing me of being a grifter. Because you can't engage. This is a Fallout 4. Because you can't engage with the things I'm talking about. Your insecurities get in the way. Hey, baby. It's mostly insecurities.
Crash out 4.
Always, baby. Always. Never not.
Aiden says, "Oh yeah, what difficult thing are you doing?" Jesse,
Bro, I'm on the easiest there is.
because your feelings got hurt. How
No, this is not about my feelings, guys. This is not about, no, it kind of is. It's not about my feelings towards you. It's about my frustration with society. So yes, a part of it is, you see how I'm being honest? Because I have the capacity to do that and I don't give a fuck about like any kind of like random dumb shit you say. Anyway, a degree of it is a part of my feelings. That those feelings are I'm frustrated with the state of society. Okay, it is not a personal attack onto you, but you, like me, are a manifestation of the societal issues.
says honesty makes the world
And so there's a aspect of it that's a part of my feelings, but that is removed from the dumb things that you just said, but you refuse to think about. But like, oh no, you're just insecure, bro. Like you're just like talking about nothing, bro. Like but you won't engage with the things I'm saying. You won't engage with them. Make it make sense. Shit kills me, man. This is why we have like a resurgence of Nazis that are actually running the streets of America, because people are fucking dumb. Like, I'm sorry. That's why. And it's not even your fault. You've been made to be stupid your entire life. You've been made to be stupid your entire life. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to attack you, but we can't change anything if we're not aware of it. If we can't even see it. There are Nazis running the country, white supremacists run the world, and people can't even see it what's in front of their faces.
Says gave you a follow for that. I think the same way GNG.
Hey, appreciate you, man. I mean, I don't like it's just what's happening. It's not doing us any favors to pretend that it's not, to try and coddle people's feelings about it. We're way past the point of coddling people's feelings, bro. They're murdering people in the streets. If we can't call it for what it is, like, I don't really know what to tell you, bro. Like me being nice isn't gonna make you like not support the white supremacists in charge who would rather kill us all. Like, it's not gonna change that. You're gonna be like, 'cause you know why? Because again, you don't respect compassion. You see compassion as weakness. You see compassion as weakness. You've been bred to see compassion as weakness. You see cruelty as strength.
How we doing? Blaine. Blaine says what's up.
What's up, Blaine?
TK.
Anyway, that's enough of shitting on that kid. That's a part of it too, guys. Like, when I say it's not your fault, I truly
showed I understood what you said was BS.
yeah, you gotta be yeah, you gotta be trolling, man. You gotta be trolling. Yeah, you gotta be trolling. I just refuse to believe you're being dead ass. But
Trav says I don't
what was I gonna say?
How we doing? He is below ideological values of any kind.
No. Like, so here's what we have to understand, guys. These ideologies are not something that we choose. Okay, so
How we doing?
pause for a second. Let's do a brief course on socialization. Okay, so now I'm gonna try and teach something. You see, there we go. They're more concerned with how I look. I'm gonna try and teach something. Let's see who fucking listens. Let's see who listens. Let's see who listens. Ian, shut up for a second. Okay. It is a scary place, and instead of facing that, people run away from it, and they delude themselves because they don't have the fortitude to engage with how scary it is, to face how scary it is. All right, I'm gonna turn off the text to chat so I can talk about
how we doing. Ben says pick that
talk about what how socialization works. Okay, so somebody made a comment about Trump not being a supremacist because he doesn't have any ideological like stances. I disagree. Here's why. Socialization is the sort of is everything that informs our sense of reality and self. Okay, that's very broad, but hear me out. Socialization, I'm going to repeat it again because I know a lot of you don't listen. Socialization is everything that informs our sense of reality and ourself. Okay, so that's a big statement, right? That encompasses a lot of things. How are we then socialized? How do we become socialized? We become socialized by the very nature of our environment. So, for example, let's take a child, like thought experiment now. Let's take a child, let's take two children. One child is born in, let's say, New York City, okay? That's the society that they're born into. That society is going to inform who they are, how they think about life, how they think about themselves. Let's take another child and say that child is born in the 1200s. They're like born in the past and they're born in some small village in Iraq. Okay, two people, human beings, no different between them. They are like biologically almost identical. There is no difference between these two people. These two people are going to feel like aliens to each other. So fucking why? If they're biologically so similar, why then seemingly do they engage so differently? Because of their socialization, because of all of the modes of operation and the modes of sort of narrative making that they receive. For example, one mode of narrative making is around gender. So we think of gender as this sort of constant of reality, right? Like there are women, there are female women, and there are male men. That's reality, right? What you have to understand is that is a narrative that's being assigned to a phenomenon that we perceive in society. It is not some objective reality. How do we know it's not objective reality? Because across societies, people observe that reality differently and assign different narratives to said reality and treat it different, engage with it different. Because of that, we know that it's not some objective reality, but rather it's a result of social narrative building. That's what people mean when they say it's a social construct. That means it changes based on the society you are in. It changes based on the society you are in. It's a social construct. The society constructs it. Society constructs your sense of self, your sense of reality. What's another example of how society constructs your sense of reality? Okay, gender, we just talked about this idea that there are women and men, and this is called the gender binary, this idea that there are two genders. Okay, it's a social construct. I know it makes you feel bad. I know you're like, oh, you're being a liberal, blah, blah. Stop being fucking dumb and listen to the substance of what I'm saying. Okay, what's another social construct? Class is a social construct. Okay, that's a little bit easier for people to deal with. Gender, they get all in the tizzy. Gender, you see, again, I stop yelling at people and calling them stupid. They all run away. Okay, gender, people get in a tizzy, but class, people can sit and listen to. How is class a social construct? Class says that there are people who are, for whatever reason, more deserving and more capable than others, and because of that, they are more wealthy. How do we know that this is not some reflection of reality, but rather something that is socially constructed? Well, if you take two people, let's say somebody who is incredibly poor and somebody who is incredibly rich, and you made them do a variety of tasks, you would not be able to tell how or who is the rich person or the poor person. Or you take those people from birth, right? You take somebody who would have been born poor, you take them out of that environment. You take somebody who would have been born rich, you take them out of that environment and you switch. They would be socialized in ways as to reflect their environment. So that tells us it has nothing to do with some innate thing about the person, but rather it is their environment, it is the social conditions. Okay, so class is something that is socially constructed. There is no human being that's better than another human being. There's no human being that's inherently more worthy than another human being. It's completely socially fabricated. Okay, but people internalize these things, and it's not by choice. Back to the Trump example, Trump is a white supremacist not because he chooses to be a white supremacist. He's a white supremacist because he's been socialized to believe in this idea of white centricism, which is to say the experience of white Americans and Westerners in general is the default of humanity. Everything about his upbringing has told him that, from who he sees on TV, from who he learns has contributed to human civilization, from historical figures he's been taught to admire. Everything has communicated to him that white supremacy is truth. Let's take sexism, for example. And this is how you know, motherfuckers won't listen, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't. The people who will listen. Right now, I would consider myself somebody who's sexist. I would consider myself someone who's misogynistic, not because I choose to be. It's not a choice that people make. You don't choose how you're socialized. You don't choose the state of your environment. I would consider myself sexist and misogynistic, not because I choose to be, because I was raised and socialized in a sexist and misogynist environment. It is not a conscious decision I make. It's not a conscious decision anyone makes. No child wakes up and they are given a platter that says, hey, kid, would you like to be a sexist dickhead? Or would you like to be somebody who sees people as human beings and something and their value is not tied to their gender? Okay, I think I'd rather be a sexist dick. No one is given that choice. We don't choose. We are socialized into it. It's literal brainwashing. That's all socialization is. It's brainwashing by the very state of everything you consume. And you don't choose what you consume. You don't choose the shows that they put on TV. You don't choose the things that people tell you about the world. You don't choose what they know about the world and what they impart into you. No one chooses their civil or their socialization. It is something that's done to us. And so we can be these things without choosing to be so. I'm not choosing to be sexist, but I act in sexist ways and think in sexist ways, even ways that I don't know. I'm not choosing to be misogynistic, but I act and think in misogynistic ways, even if I don't know. That's why it's important that we build first awareness of these things so we can act outside of them, so we can act against the ways we've been socialized and programmed. But we can never do that if you can't fucking be honest enough with yourself to say, yeah, all of these things I do, all of these things are wrong, and maybe I should think about that and reflect on that.
How we doing? No.
Let me give you a personal example for myself. So, okay, growing up, I was extremely homophobic. Straight up. Why? Is it because I'm a horrible person? Was I homophobic because I'm a horrible person? I was a kid. Are kids just horrible people? No. Why was I homophobic then? Because everyone around me said that was wrong. Everyone around me was homophobic. Everyone around me communicated to me, imparted narratives onto me that made me feel this way and believe this to be right. And so I reflected that socialization. Okay? It wasn't a choice. Now, there was a guy in my school who, because he knew I like to think, he was like, I forget how the conversation happened, but gay people came up somehow. And I was like, I don't like gay people. This is 8-year-old me. I'm like, I don't like gay people. And he asked me, why don't you like gay people? And I said, because they're bad. And he's like, well, people don't choose to be gay. And I'm like, okay. He's like, well, and now because he's smart, he's like, so that's like hating somebody for being black, because people don't choose to be black and people don't choose to be gay. Would you like if somebody didn't like, you wouldn't like if somebody didn't like you because you're black? And I was like, oh, homophobia is like racism. And like, I was able to understand racism was bad. And why was I able to understand racism was bad? Because the people in my life told me that racism was bad. So I thought about it and I was like, oh yeah, it's wrong to not to like treat someone poorly because of the color of their skin. And like,
how we doing?
It's not because I was some like woke kid or some super smart kid. No, because that's just the narrative that was imparted onto me. And so that was where I was at. He knowing where I was at, connected the two. In my mind, I'm like, oh my God, being homophobic is like being racist. That's wrong. Oh my God, I've been thinking something that's wrong this whole time. Now, let's continue. Did my disposition toward gay people change on the spot? Did I suddenly become less homophobic? No, because it's not a fucking choice. I've been programmed thus far to be homophobic. So just because I now have a different understanding doesn't mean I can just flip a switch and stop being homophobic. It doesn't work like that. Now I have to do a ton of fucking work to retrain myself to not be homophobic. And I'm still doing that work. Actually, I just had a major milestone, guys. I just had a major milestone. And I'm saying this so you can fucking learn and think, oh, what are all the ways I'm fucking programmed to be a fucking idiot and to like believe in these separatist ideologies that only serve to pit people against each other and separate the population so the elites can better control us. Some of you will listen and learn that. Some of you, I don't know, you'll say like, Zion, can I touch your hair? Whatever, doesn't matter. Okay. I've been working since then to be less homophobic because I learned that was wrong. And just me learning it didn't change anything. Okay. How do I know I've made major change? Because I was watching the show with my girlfriend and I saw this tender moment between these two guys. They were gay. And I only felt joy. I only felt joy. I have never experienced that. before. This was the first time. This was the first time. I've gotten better. I've gotten better such that like I'm able to like silence some of the homophobic messages that come up, and like I've made a lot of growth, but I've never seen something that was like explicitly gay, like two men kissing and like looking in each other's eyes and like feeling this deep sense of love for each other, and only felt joy from experiencing that, from watching that. I was like, holy shit. Like, and it, guys, I'm 29. It's been 8 years old. That's how many fucking years it's taken to get here. That's how many years of working to be less homophobic it's taken me to get here. This is what I mean by it's not a choice. It's not as easy as flipping a switch. So when I say, oh, I'm misogynistic or sexist, or I say you're a white supremacist, or this person is a white supremacist, or this person is this person is that, it's not some like personal dig or some character flaw. You're not choosing to be these things. You've been fucking programmed your whole life to be this way. And you can never be anything different or even know who you are outside of this programming that you haven't chose if you're not able to be honest about it and be aware of it and work against it. And I've been working my fucking ass off to work against it. And it's been like 21 years, and I just made it a huge stride. It's been fucking 21 years of work. Because this shit is not a game, chat. It's not a game. It's literal mass manipulation and conditioning. And you don't choose it. And the only way you can fight against it is to work every fucking day. And you have to like fight your own fucking psyche to work against it. But people are cowards and they're scared because they've also been fucking taught to be cowardly and scared. So much so that they can't even like face it. So when I say you're a fucking idiot, that's not some personal attack. Most of us are fucking idiots because we've been bred to be. Because it's easier to control someone who's really fucking stupid than to control somebody who's really knowledgeable about the state of the human condition.
How we doing, Jalen?
And I know it's not nice. I know it doesn't make you feel good. I'm sorry.
How we doing, Triton? How we doing? Kalan Friends says to sum it up, everyone's a product of the environment they grew up in. Fabio says everybody knows something, but all of us are dumb in some way.
Pretty much, we're all ignorant. We're all ignorant of something because you can't be all knowing. No one is infallible.
Urbane 4 ever says what this got to do with Fallout.
Oh my god, bro. It doesn't have anything to do with Fallout, bro. Go look at my...
Ian Scruggs says statecraft is a social construct, right?
Yes. But what is it? What is it, Ian? What is it? And what does it mean about you and who you are and why you're the way you are? And the things you think, Ian.
Ian Scruggs says I already told. Real CPJ.
Okay, please tell me again. Please tell me again, Ian. Please tell me again. Please tell me again. Please tell me again. I was not paying attention. Please tell me again. Please, Ian. Please tell me again. God damn it.
Ian Scruggs says management of state affairs.
No, that's too simple. That's too simple. That's too simple. That does not, that, no, not even close. See, guys, this is what, God damn it. Explain it in a way that reflects your understanding of it. Explain it in a way that reflects your understanding of it. Giving me those two words doesn't reflect your understanding of it. Okay? It doesn't reflect a understanding whatsoever. God, man, we're so cooked, chat. We're so cooked. We're so cooked. It's so bad, bro. They're creating androids and AIs to like use in the androids to subjugate the rest of us. You don't have enough characters. Do you know how to sum something up? This is what I'm saying, bro. All right. Whatever, Ian. Whatever, bro. Thanks for the share, man. Yeah, bro. The elites are increasing their ability to mass manipulate the rest of us, and we're like, but like, why does your hair look like that? You did not sum it up, Ian. That's not a fucking summation. God damn it.
How we doing? Mason says Zion philosophy. How we doing?
Yeah, something like that, man. Anyway, think about the ways. If there's one thing you take away from this stream, I want you to think about the ways that you're socialized.
How we doing? Aiden.
This is Fallout PC.
Regardless, it's a social construct that doesn't actually matter or affect my daily life.
Oh, you're a fucking idiot. See, I knew it. I knew it. I knew that's where you're going with this. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Oh my God. Social constructs do affect your daily life.
Nobody knows anything.
Yeah, they have. Social constructs do affect your daily life. I just talked about exactly how they affect your daily life, and that was your fucking takeaway. This is crazy.
How we doing?
Yeah, guys, if there's anything you take away from this thing, I want you to think about how you're socialized. I want you to think about why you believe the things you believe. I want you to think about where those came from. I want you to look into places that believe and think different things. Which faction do I side with in Fallout? I don't know, bro. Oh my God.
Trevor says they came from doom scrolling on TikTok. How we doing? Nikki Bell.
Yeah. From doom scrolling.
Ryan also indicates how Rome was political. How we doing? Trust in the Lord.
Yes, especially Western society. So the Western powers, as we know it, Fabio, you got this man knows a little something. I see you, baby. I see you. Good for you, brother. Good for you. Good for you, man. The state of Western society, as we know it, is the result of the Roman Empire. So when the Roman Empire fell, it broke into these various groups and sects. And what we have to understand is that all of Europe was basically subjugated by Rome. All of Europe was basically subjugated by Rome. And in being subjugated by Rome, they adopted this imperial way of thinking, this imperial way of yeah, bro, like it doesn't matter if I make an argument because you can't engage with it. Like you don't know how to think enough to engage with it. Like, and I know you hear that as an insult, but it's really not. Like, but there's no other way of me saying it. You know how like in like school they have prerequisite classes, like you can't take algebra 2 until you take algebra 1. There's a reason for that, because you won't understand, you won't be able to conceive of what's happening. You won't be able to conceive of what's happening in algebra 2 if you haven't yet taken algebra 1. That's part of the issue we're having here. You can't engage with the things I'm saying because you lack the prerequisites. I'm sorry. That's just the state of things. And I'm not trying to make you feel bad, bro, but like when you say things in response to what I'm saying, it makes it clear that you don't understand what I'm talking about. And so I don't think you disagree, bro, because to disagree with something, you have to understand it, but you don't understand it. So it's not that you disagree, but rather you're frustrated.
Ian Scruggs says you've not said anything anytime I make a counterpoint to what you were saying. You just named. How we doing?
You're not making counterpoints. That's why you're not making counterpoints. Also, you can't make a counterpoint if you don't understand what I'm saying. You're not making counterpoints. I know you think you are, but
knowledge for a topic will always discredit a person's argument.
Yeah, pretty much. Thank you. Thank you.
Nice chair.
Thanks, man. Yeah. Ian, you haven't made any counterpoints. I don't think you disagree because what you're saying makes it clear you don't understand what I'm talking about. And every time I say that, you take it as an insult and you get insecure and double down.
Intellectual ability to articulate yourself well enough.
I don't know if that's the issue. Also, if I don't, you have the internet. You have the internet. So if I'm not explaining what I'm saying and you are hoping to understand, you can just like Google what statecraft. I mean, like the stuff you'll find won't give you a great synopsis of it. So that's not great. But like there's a wiki article that sort of alludes to more of the depth. So you might want to check that out. Like, there's a passage in particular. There's this excerpt that's in the wiki article that I think gets to the heart of it, without, you know, extrapolating like what that looks like. But
Ian Scruggs says I said statecraft is a social construct. You called me dumb and then agreed it's a social construct.
yeah, because that doesn't. Yeah, you said statecraft is a social construct, and then you said it has no impact on your life. Like, what? Obviously, you don't understand what it is. Then, if your conclusion is it doesn't impact my life, well, that's such an insane thing to say. Oh God.
Ian Scruggs says I said it doesn't matter.
That's also an insane thing to say, Ian. That's an insane thing to say. I think it matters the most, actually.
It matters if you let it.
Yo, Ian, you gotta be trolling, brother. Please tell me you're trolling, bro. Please tell me you're trolling. Please tell me you're trolling, Ian.
I think we can really make a go with this. Trouble is, the more we establish.
Yo, my fault, guys. If you're on Twitch and YouTube, I can't see your stream or your messages as easily, and it doesn't read it. But thank you, man.
How we doing?
Isn't statecraft the art of conducting public affairs as the leader of a country? So that is the sort of watered down broad way of explaining it. But no, that isn't what statecraft is. That isn't what statecraft is. Statecraft, I think, is better. And let me turn this off so I can hear myself think. I think statecraft is better understood as get my words right here for a second, because like I really want you guys to understand. Okay, statecraft is better understood as the processes and methodologies by which those with decision-making power at the highest levels of society maintain control of the society. That is statecraft. That is statecraft. If we go back to the inception of America, this is actually one of the best examples, and I think one of the best examples for American. So when I take a second to like choose my words carefully, I'm accused of not knowing what it is. Fine. Okay. American history provides us with a really good example. So let's take colonial America, right? So who was in charge? Who ran the colonial America? It's pretty much how they manipulate behaviors of society overall. Yes. See, why is it that he understands? And why is it that he understands? And like you're struggling so much to understand it. Oh God. Okay. Let's take colonial America. Okay. Who was in charge? The wealthy plantation owners. Who were the colonists? The colonists were two groups: wealthy merchants, descended from rich families and nobles, and persecuted peasants, the Protestants. Okay, so
Junior SZN.
These wealthy merchants went to America because it had opportunity for agriculture. Okay, there was less competition, so they did that. They brought in a huge workforce of enslaved people, peasants, and serfs. All right, now in this state, the statecraft happening here was not in their control. It was still mostly like they had some control, but it was mostly from the British aristocracy, right? The British aristocracy, because it was a colony of Great Britain, was the one sort of holding the reins of statecraft. And part of that control mechanism is having the rest of the population pay tribute. This tribute was in the form of taxes. Those taxes went to the government. Who controlled the government? The aristocracy, the monarchy. Okay. in modern societies, this tribute goes to governments in the form of taxes still. But it originated as tribute to the monarch. Okay. The issue that these aristocrats, and like, here we go, I'm trying to teach something again, but everyone flees. The issue that because people don't want to learn, guys, this is what I'm saying. They don't want to learn. They don't want to learn. They want to engage in petty nonsense. Like, you look like this, your hair looks like that, blah, blah, blah. Okay.
How we doing?
The
Stretch Gaming Act.
The issue that these wealthy merchants had in the colonies is that they were being taxed. They did not like paying money. They did not like paying money to the British monarch. And so they decided they were going to be now the ones in charge of crafting their own state. And that is exactly what they did. They literally created a country. They literally created a country, guys. We learn about this in like absurdist terms, and they're not actually honest about how it came to be and the motivations behind it. But these elites, right, the people with decision-making power in the colonies, the richest people, the people who own the most land, the people who own the most industry, the elites, they're the ones who play the game of statecraft, right? It's not just like the president, like fucking Ian said. They endeavored to play the game of statecraft and create a country. How did they do this? They used means of mass manipulation. What was one of these means? Okay. I talked about it in the video that no one will watch because like I called them idiots. You have to find a way to bring the population together. One of the easiest ways of bringing people together is providing them with an enemy, a threat. Who was the enemy and the threat in this case? The British, right? That's an obvious one. And so they galvanized the masses, and to sweeten the deal, they promised them freedom. They said, the British are oppressing us. We have no freedom. We have no representation, and we're paying this tribute, this tax. Let's revolt. Let's start a revolution. And in turn, we can have freedom. We will create a new state, a new nation like no other, where people won't be persecuted for their religion, for X, Y, and Z, all these things. They're all lies, right? Obviously, they were lies if you know anything about American history. But that is the state of statecraft. It's all lies. It's all mass manipulation. And it worked. The people took up arms and they fought the British, and the elites in the colonies won. And then they created their own country, and they continued to play the game of statecraft, mass manipulation. But now that the British was gone, they had to create a new enemy. That new enemy was the enslaved people and the indigenous people. And so they eradicated the indigenous people and tortured, maimed, oppressed, abused, raped, murdered, pillaged the enslaved people. And there are more things that go into it, right? They're like, there's a endless amount of things that go into statecraft, right? You have like pillars of power. Patriarchy is a pillar of power. Like, no one actually believes, like the people who play this at the highest level, they don't actually believe in these things. They just want you to believe it. Like this idea of like patriarchy, of like men being like somehow superior to women, or being like the rightful like rulers of the world and like the leaders, blah, blah. It's just a system of power. And by you buying into it, you uphold the system. Well, who benefits from that the most? Obviously, the people at the top of the society. And so it's in their interest to have you continue to buy into that system. Another tool that they use for mass manipulation is racism. They literally created race. This is what people mean when they say race is a social construct. They created race. Why? It's another tool for mass manipulation. Okay. it's going to be a problem if I'm creating a nation and I'm telling everyone they can be free, but I'm not actually giving them freedom. I need something to distract them. Blacks, you're better than them. You should hate them. And I'm going to give you like total impunity over them, and you can like do all kind of atrocities to them, and that will distract you enough from the fact that I didn't fulfill any of the promises that I had for you. What were those promises? Liberty and justice for all. Non-land owning whites, the peasant whites, did not have access to the franchise. They couldn't vote, right? They were promised being able to vote. That's why they went and died for the elites, the ones who would become the founding fathers of America. But they were not given those things because it was all a lie for statecraft purposes, mass manipulation. And then they added another tool. They codified racism. They codified race, they enshrined it into the laws, and everything happened that happened. But that's I think a good example of how elites use mass manipulation to galvanize and control the masses to gain power. Like America is the best example of that. It's the best modern example of that. Israel is also a really good example, but it's like right in your face. It's like so clear cut. It's so clear cut. Yeah, we don't have the ability to choose national leaders, actually. That's also a facade. We don't live in a democracy. We've never lived in a democracy. Like, okay, if we think about, again, from the inception of America, the promise was liberty and justice for all, and which is to say everyone is allowed into the franchise. All the franchise is like the corporation of society, right? It's like who gets a say in the corporation that is society. Okay. When we say someone is disenfranchised, right, and they don't have a vote, that means they're not allowed into the corporation that is society. They do not get to choose and be a part of the decision making. Okay. That's what it means to be disenfranchised. To be allowed into the franchise is to actually have a say. We've never been a democracy such that everyone has a say. This is not some like opinion. It's just a fucking fact, right? Indigenous people were not allowed into the franchise. Poor whites were not allowed into the franchise. Non-land owning whites were not allowed into the franchise. Black people were not allowed into the franchise. Okay. And as America grew, there were people who fought for this promise with their very lives to make America live up, to make the elites live up to their lie, live up to the promise. And their fight allowed more people into the franchise. Women, through women's suffrage, were allowed into the franchise. After the Civil War, Black people were allowed into the franchise, but not fully. Women also not fully. Indigenous people were allowed into the franchise. But that wasn't the result of the elites sort of like being like, you know what, like we're gonna like actually try and like live up to what we're saying and not just mass manipulate the population. No, it's because the people resisted the manipulation because they were able to see it and they came together and fought against it. And because of them, America has gotten closer to what it was promised to be. We're not there, but we've gotten closer to that because those people made those sacrifices. You know what those people were not? Bought into all the bullshit that we've been hearing on this chat. They were able to see the ways that they were being manipulated, to see the ways that they were being socialized into serving the interests of the powerful, and they fought against it. But the powerful people still want to be in charge. And so their means of control and dominance have become more sophisticated. They've become more sophisticated. So it's harder to fight against it. It's easier to manipulate the population. Yeah, I mean, that's my little rant about that. I hope somebody fucking learned something. Ian is like, so we agree on some level. Yeah, sure, Ian. Sure, dude. I'm tired of Fallout. I'm about to play a different game. Should I play Monster Hunter, bro? I feel like I've been avoiding playing Monster Hunter because I'm bad at it and I don't like being bad at things, but that's just cowardice. Monster Hunter. Yeah, let me get thrashed in Monster Hunter. Why not?
Favo says Elden Ring.
I don't have Elden Ring.
Ian Scruggs.
I would get
Statecraft. How we doing? Yee.
I would get Ian. Way to go, brother. You're asking real questions. All right, you're starting to think. Yo, this happened to another guy where me and him argued for like 30 minutes and then he started to like ask me real questions, and by the end of it he was like, okay, I just actually learned so much. Thank you. So it's possible, guys. Yes, you can, because it's just people doing things, right? Like, you are a person too. If you come in concert with other people, you can change the nature of the state. The examples I gave that made America, the finals is mad fun. That's probably the best shooter I've ever played in terms of mechanics. The examples I gave that allowed more people into the franchise is a perfect example of people affecting statecraft, right? The elites didn't want to end codified segregation and racial discrimination. They did not want to allow women into the franchise. They did not want to stop genociding the natives. But the people did not give them a choice. It was, you change it or we fucking destroy the system. And so they had to coalesce. So yes, you can. You absolutely can, brother. We can. You can't alone. I can't alone. We can. That's why I'm here, because I can't do it alone. So I need you guys. But like, nothing can happen if people are fucking like saying wild shit 24/7 and just perpetuating and repeating the shit they've been brainwashing you your whole life to think and repeat. Yeah, the finals is sick, man. I didn't like really get into it that much just because like I would mostly play games with my friends and like they kind of fell off of the finals. So I just went to playing the games they played. But I loved it, dude. I thought AI had one of the best shooting game mechanics that I've ever played. Monster Hunter crashed, so that's a bummer. We're gonna try again.
But did they actually change that much when it came to voting or racism? Voting emo is a facade. OMP.
So I think comparatively, yes. I think like it's easy for us to feel like they didn't change much because we don't. I mean, I do because I studied it, but like most people don't understand the like the state of what America was before these people did what they did, right? Like, yes, black people are still murdered in the street by the state, but they're not being like hung and eaten like as like on a regular basis in broad daylight. That's a substantial change. Women are not being like brutalized with impunity by their male partners. That's a substantial change. What else? The government has to like come up with like better lies to galvanize the population to go murder people across the world. That's a substantial change. Like, so yes, change has happened. It's not a total change, but there's been a shit ton of progress. But that progress is hindered if we're like, actually things are great, we're perfect, and we should continue things exactly the way they are. Yay, go us. We can't do that. The way I like to think about it is our civil responsibility to make true the promise of America. The promise was a lie, but it is our civil responsibility to continue the work of all those real Americans, those people who believed in the promise and were willing to fucking give their lives for it, to make liberty and justice for all real. They believed in the lie, they believed in the promise, and they worked tirelessly to make it real. And because of them, we enjoy everything that we enjoy. If they didn't do it, we would still have slavery. People are like, no, we would. Yes, we would. We women would still be, and like, you know, it would still be like that because there are people advocating for it. There are people like, women should go back to the kitchen. Your husband should tell you what should. There are still these fucking idiots, these ghouls who are still advocating for these draconian things. That's how we know we would still be there, if not for these Americans who gave their lives to make America live up to its promise. That is our duty. That is your duty. That is your civil responsibility. We're going to try Monster Hunter again. The true American heroes are not George Washington. George Washington didn't believe in America. If he did, he would have freed his slaves. If he believed in liberty and justice for all, he would have freed his slaves. John Brown was a true American hero. Harriet Tubman was a true American hero. MLK was a true American hero. They gave their fucking lives.
I agree with comparatively, and I am grateful for the rights I have as a black man.
They gave their lives to make true the promise of this country, to make true liberty and justice for all. What did the others do? They just benefited from the status quo and made themselves rich and oppressed major swaths of the population. Why should we celebrate that?
Vincent.
And then people are like, don't take down my statue. Don't tell me George Washington wasn't my perfect sky daddy, father of the country, blah, blah, blah. Because they don't mind being stupid. They don't mind accepting myths instead of truth. But like, we should be nice about it though, because like, I don't know, gonna hurt their feelings. Like, bro, you support mass death. Like, I don't care about your fucking feelings. Like, what are you talking about? This is the orders of priorities here. All right, well, Monster Hunter is unfortunately not working. I'm gonna try and recover the files. I don't know why it keeps crashing.
FAT. Ian Scruggs says, but personally, I feel like anything I can't affect by myself, then it's a waste of energy to ponder.
Yeah, so that's part of the mass manipulation. So so there's a name for
That MFAT
all of it. I was about to play Monster Hunter, but it's not working. I think the game is corrupted, so I'm going to try and manage the files. So individualism is a separatist ideology. I want you guys to like hone that term into your fucking mind. Separatist ideology. All that means is it's a way of thinking that separates people. It's a
How we doing?
Group of thoughts that separate people. What's up, Yayiko? Individualism is a separatist ideology. It says that you are on your own. You're on your own. Only care about yourself. Only think about yourself. Only consider what you can change with your own hands. Now, who benefits from that? Who benefits from that? If it is the case that the only way we can change things, yeah. If it's the case that the only way we can change things is coming together, then it's real convenient if I'm on the top and benefiting from this. If I tell you, don't come together, only think about yourself, only work with yourself. Like when you start to see it, it's really fucking simple. But it works. It works so well, and it's a tool that's been crafted for all of human history. It works very well. It works very well. But we don't have to like just sit there and take it, guys. Just be like fodder in their hands. Can't do that. We can't let MLK down. We can't let Harriet down. I am not religious. We can't let John Brown down. Come on. We can't let the Panthers down. We can't let all those folks in the civil rights movement down. Come on, man. Because of them that we live in the America that we live in, as bad as it is, it's much better because of them. Those were true Americans. They were true Americans. Why? because they believed in the principles of this thing that we call America. They believed in liberty and justice for all.
That's where we have a disconnect on ideology.
Yeah. All right, bro. Also, guess what's another tool of statecraft? Religion.
The older I get, the further I am driven from religion.
Yeah, because it's a myth. It's a literal myth used to control people. Like every other tool of statecraft. Religion is just another tool of statecraft, guys. It's another separatist ideology.
It man-made to me.
It is man-made.
Believe in anything?
I believe in humanity, Noah. I believe in humanity. I believe in everything I just told you. The people who made the world we live in better. The people who contributed to humanity across the scope of this entire thing we call the human experience. I believe in them. I cherish them. I thank them for the life I live. I believe in us, not some myth, be it Vishnu or Yahweh or Zoroaster. Like, no, it's literally mythology. You know what's not mythology? Whoever the fuck invented this controller. It wasn't me, but I damn sure benefit from it.
Somewhere. Ian Scruggs says, could it be possible that you've been
No, they just made it up.
to separate yourself from God?
No, you know why it's not possible? Because every state has a different God. So how do we know? Ian, thought experiment, Ian. Let's go back to that kid who was born in the 1100s in some village in like Brazil, in some indigenous tribe. Do you think you would be Christian, brother? Do you think you would be Christian? And do you think whatever religion was imprinted onto you, you would feel as strongly about as you do Christianity? Just think about that for a second. It's another tool of socialization, man. I'm sorry. And like, I'll talk about my personal experience with it. I used to be Christian. I used to, I guess, loosely believe in God. I always questioned it because it didn't make any fucking sense. But when I definitively decided I can no longer try to believe in this thing.
Says I didn't say anything about Christianity. I'm talking about God.
What's your concept of God? Because when I hear God from an American, it's usually in terms of Christianity or if not like church Christianity.
I believed because of my mother, who I wouldn't debate it with, but I don't anymore.
Yeah, right. You were socialized into it by that authority figure in your life, like everybody else. And she was socialized into it. Damn, none of my games are working. Should I play Jedi Survivor? Ooh, let's play Hitman. Yeah, man, I'm sorry, bro. Okay, so I stopped believing in Christianity when I was a junior in high school. And because of that, I had severe panic attacks. Because I had to like face my own mortality. I had to face that I might die and that would just be the end of it. Like it was really dark, guys. Like I struggled to breathe. I would stay up at night. Every time I closed my eyes, I would have a panic attack because I would think of like oblivion and like my existence just ending and be like, what the fuck is the point of life if there's all this death and destruction, but there's no God? And even if there is a God, he lets all this happen. And the fact that God is a he is like another like thing of statecraft because it's patriarchy, but like whatever. But like severe panic attacks. But again, like you can't let the fear make you forgo your better senses.
I think
you don't.
The world and how it functions is too complex.
Right, but that doesn't mean it's a result of coincidence. But there need not be this like old white man in robes that created it. I think if your concept of God, because God is a concept, if your concept of God is some like amorphous idea of an like originator of reality, then sure. Like, but
even down to the human body, it's too complex for us to understand.
Well, we understand a great deal about the human body. We don't understand consciousness much, but I think there's a great deal that we do understand, but our lack of understanding. So this is typically what we do as human beings, right? This is what I keep saying, guys, learn about the human experience, learn about the human experience. Like, how have human beings through time and memorial understood this thing?
People that don't even realize or think about who they're praying to.
Well, why is it not showing Hitman on here? Sorry, YouTube and Twitch. Damn, my brain stopped working. I need to eat food. Search, exam, live studio. It's not showing Hitman, bro. What the hell? Hitman, there we go. Sorry, guys. There you go. It should pull up Hitman. There it is. What was I gonna say? Story prologue. I already did the prologue. Let's just. You should complete the test now. Fuck that. Oh yeah. Okay. What religion has been across the human experience is a way of explaining universal phenomenon. And let's understand what a phenomenon is. A phenomenon is basically something that occurs, something that happens, right? And something goes from phenomenon to like a particular category when we've observed it enough and gained a better understanding of it, and then we place a name on it. Now it's no longer phenomenon. Now it's like the weather. The weather is no longer a phenomenon. We have a name for it. We explain the process of it, right? Okay. In the past, we used to understand weather phenomenon as the result of God, be it Osiris, the sun god, or across society they had their different names for their gods, and that's how they explained the weather. Why? Because they didn't understand it. So they attributed it to some myth, to some all-powerful being. And then when we learned about it, we're like, oh no, it's not the result of some all-powerful being. It's because the fucking water evaporates, it goes in the air, it's like too light to fall, and then when it gets together it rains. Like, okay, so that's not God, right? Like that's been the trend for all of human history, is this thing is the result of God. Oh wait, no, we understand it now, it's not actually God. Well, this thing is still, oh wait, no, we understand it's not God. Oh well, this thing is God. No, we understand it's not God. Whatever we don't understand, we attribute to some deity, some myth, something greater and larger than life. And that's just been the progression of human history. That pattern should tell us it's less likely that there's this deity that we keep disproving every time we learn something more about the world. And it's more likely that and this deity has like, everyone has a different idea of what it is or who it is or so all these things.
A lot of people have that attack and learn to love.
There is nothing. Okay. That's a great question. What's so bad about being afraid of death? I think being afraid of death is natural.
How are we doing?
I think it's natural. And I don't try to I'm not trying to come down on people who are afraid of death. I think it makes sense to be afraid of death. All I'm saying is that's what I experienced. Also, part of why religion exists is for two things. One, it provides us with purpose, and two, it provides us an escape from death. We escape death in our daily lives for the most part, right? Like, you're not constantly concerned about you're not gonna be able to stay alive if you step out of your house. That was the thing for a lot of humanity. We lived in these nomadic bands, and you could be attacked by a fucking cheetah and it rip your face off. So the fear of death was everywhere. And to escape that kind of immediate death, we were able to create civilizations and better means to protect ourselves. However, we could not escape the concept of death. To escape the concept of death, we created an afterlife through religion. And so we gain some immediate safety with our surroundings and the structures that we build, and we gain psychological safety by convincing ourselves that there's this afterlife attributed to this great all-powerful being. So I think fear of death is natural, but I don't think fear should cause us to let go of our better judgment. That is my issue. My fear of death is not going to allow me to let go of everything that says religion doesn't make any fucking sense. Because guys, like, I didn't come to this conclusion on a whim. Like, I wanted to believe there was a God. It just doesn't make any sense. And I'm not going to let my fear of death. I think it might just be the end, but I don't know. But like, I'm not going to allow my not knowing and the anxiety I feel around that, the fear I feel around that, to force me to attach myself to something I know doesn't fucking make sense. And like, if people want to do that, if they need that comfort, sure, go ahead.
I think a lot of people turn to religion to gain some sense of importance.
It's to gain some sense of importance and purpose, and again, to escape the fear of death. And like, I get it, bro. We all need some comfort. Life is hard and scary, and this fucking world we live in is hard and scary. But we cannot allow fear to stupefy us. It doesn't serve us, guys. It doesn't serve us.
Ian Scruggs says, but the books of Genesis and Revelations predict and explain a lot of current phenomena.
Yeah, man. You can predict a lot of things if you sit down and think about it. Doesn't mean there's a God.
FULLYGONBLOWONBD says, I think God is real.
Also, that's fine, brother. If you like understand patterns of the human experience enough, you can predict a lot of things because we're creatures of habit. But yeah, I don't think that's enough evidence that there's a God. Dang, I forgot how to play this game. Fuck. How do I do like my sense thing? Is it this? Oh yeah, it is. Okay, where's the target? Here's the target. There are 2 targets? So I don't think people are suspicious of me because I'm in a suit and this is like a huge gathering. But I think at some point the security guards, who I guess,
I think you should actually read ITAND, not from a King James version of the Bible.
So I went to a Catholic school. I was raised Christian. I've read a shit ton of the Bible, brother. Like I said, I've been baptized. Like, I wanted to be a pastor. My conclusions are not from ignorance. Quite the opposite. Oh, shoot. Sorry. I shouldn't have gone over there. Sorry. I need a disguise. Oh, damn.
How much have you read after your cerebral cortex was fully formed?
Not a great deal, but I don't think that my cerebral cortex not being fully formed is why I didn't believe. Because that assumes that there is some intellectual or conceptual complexity that I was unable to grasp, and that's why I don't believe. Not even close. No. It was more, one, like, logically it doesn't make sense, and morally it doesn't make sense. There's a lady on Instagram who I tell people to follow. I forget her name.
What you want, but at the end of the ain't no one helping you but you.
Yeah, that's that individualism right there. Unfortunately, because a lot of people believe that is a great deal of reality. I need to steal one of these guards' clothes, but I need to lure them. I don't know how to like lure people. So I don't play this game, so I don't like know anything about it. And
says, I used to be in the same boat. Have you experienced any divine intervention in your life?
No, no, and that's again, it's just things we attribute to a deity. I'm gonna go do the prologue. The game did warn me, don't play this until you do the prologue because you won't know what to do, and I completely did not know what to do. So back to prologue. I did this one, and then they gave me like another version, free form training, guided training, the final test. Okay, let's do the guided training again because I really do not know what I'm doing. Objective, I gotta kill this guy. Play. Yeah, guys. I don't think
Have you ever seen the movie Signs?
I have seen the movie Signs. We watched that in high school. Again, I went to a Christian high school. Guys, trust me, like it's not that I haven't considered these things. It's not that I haven't considered these things. That's not how I arrived here. I've considered all of it. I've considered a lot of it. Not all of it. I've considered a great deal of it, I believe, because I took it extremely seriously because I believe it requires you, if you're going to believe in Christianity, you have to take it extremely seriously because if it's true, it requires that you do. And so I did. And when I examined it, again and again and again, and sat and thought and read and like especially looked into the history and the implications and everything. It just doesn't make fucking sense, guys. It just doesn't make any sense. I can go into like the particulars of why it doesn't make sense, but I don't feel like doing that right now. Maybe that'll be a different stream.
Ian Scruggs says you should watch the Miracle Man clip again and really take it in.
Brother, I don't think that's gonna change anything, man. Yo, skip this, bro. I'm just trying to go fight this guy. What the hell? So the thing about this tutorial is that there are different ways, and that's part of the game. There are different ways to complete the mission and assassinate the guy. The way I did it was very straightforward. I just like got him alone in a room and I like choked him out. But there are tons of ways you can do it. So it seems like what I'm understanding from this game so far, a lot of it is like you have to find the path of least resistance. And then build upon that. Disguise.
Favos
Okay, yeah.
Tell my mom I didn't believe in God. She'd be like, that's the devil right there.
Yeah, my bro. Let me tell you, when I say I didn't arrive here by accident, so my grandmother is extremely religious. When I stopped believing in God and started to question my religion, or the religion I was raised into, I won't call it my religion. I didn't have a choice. The religion I was raised into, the religion I was socialized into, she called me the devil. And like she didn't say that was the devil. She called me, she thought I was possessed. She would wake us up at 4 a.m. in the morning and prayed at the top of her lungs so that I can be dispossessed. That's how bad it was. She didn't feed me for a week to try and get the devil out of me. She mind you, that's like cruel and unusual, but like that's part of the fallacy of these various religions. They say there's no hate like Christian love. But like I could have just said, okay, I believe this to get her to stop, but like I believe in my fucking convictions. I don't do things on a fucking whim. Like
Ian Scruggs says no attack, but the thought process you had for the past 10 minutes is what cognitive dissonance is.
The thought process I had for the 10. Okay, explain that. Also, I don't think you understand what cognitive dissonance is, but explain that. All right, how did I get? What did it want? Oh, right, this. Headphones are about to die. Ian, explain what cognitive dissonance is. Guys, we're actually getting some views on YouTube these days. This is Loser by actually no, it's not. It's not Loser. What is it? One sec, man. This is When I Come Around by Green Day. Hold on, I didn't give Shannon a kiss. Okay, we're back. Yeah, the song was When I Come Around by Green Day. Next song is Loser. Let's do this so I can see let's get this out of the way. All right. Yeah, we're actually getting some views on YouTube these days, guys. There's been 0 viewers for a very long time, but that's not going to stop me, baby. Now we're getting like 3 viewers a stream. And then the VODs are getting like 10, 15 views. Like that's great, chat. Love it. Oh, okay. So I need a security guard. They won't let a construction worker up there. It can't be this guy. Oh, that's how I did it. Okay, I got the chef because the chef has access.
How we doing, Noah?
What's up, Noah? I gotta disguise myself. Okay. And I want to get him out of here. Put his body up in here. Okay.
Ian Scruggs says it's the lack of the ability to prove yourself wrong. Not wanting to expand your mind is what it is.
No.
It didn't make sense 10 years ago, so it won't make sense now or knowing you're right.
No. Okay, so I haven't stopped thinking about, I haven't stopped thinking about religion and Christianity or any of those things. So no, it's not that I've stopped thinking about it or that and I've read the Bible recently. My grandmother gives me a new Bible every 3 years. I have the Bible on audiobook. I think there's a lot of truisms in there, but I hate explaining these things. It's so draining. Okay. The way I think about things is I argue from a philosophical standpoint, and I don't say that to make it sound like I'm smart. There's a specific way of arguing philosophically. What that is you have 2 people discussing something, and with the intention of reaching a greater understanding of the thing. They come from opposing positions to sort of chisel each other's understanding and reach a greater understanding. They're not trying to win. I create a voice in my head that serves as an opposite of any thought that comes up. And I don't claim either voice, but rather I imagine it as 2 opposing views arguing. Okay. So I always advocate for the things I don't believe in my head. That's why I get frustrated, because I'm like, I know what you guys are going to fucking say. You know why? Because I've thought about it already. I've thought about what are like counters to the things I'm saying. That's how I fucking think. That's how people, this is what I mean by when I say you don't know how to think. Most people don't know how to think. That is how everyone should think. You should think you should think as a scientist and as a philosopher, which is the process of how you think. Should one be informed by inductive and deductive reasoning, and you should provide a counter to any fucking thought you've ever had, which is to say, okay, I believe this thing. I believe that, I don't know, let's take a stereotype. Men are natural, men are better leaders than women. Okay, so that's we'll call it a hypothesis. Okay. Now, I could just fucking run with that, or I could counter that and pretend that I'm someone who believes the opposite. How might I counter that? Men are not better or natural leaders more than women are, because there are countless examples in history of female leaders having greater triumph than male leaders. And if what you were saying was true, that wouldn't exist. Okay, that's a counter. People don't do that thing I just did there. People don't do that thing I just did there. That's how you think. That's how you think. And then you counter that point again. And then you keep going. You keep going until you can't do it anymore. And wherever you learn or wherever you land is the best of your understanding. And because we have fucking technology and books and people have done all this intellectual work, I can find better ways to argue the things I'm arguing by pulling from what they have learned and using their arguments. If I can't come up with more arguments, I can find other arguments that are out there and argue against them, argue for them, make them argue against each other. That is how you should think. And at no point do I think this is truth. At no point do I think this is truth. This is the best of my understanding of this thing. This is the best of my understanding of it. Is that how you approach your understanding of things, Ian?
Definitely not enough, though.
Yeah, a lot of people do who've learned that skill, because that's the skill. It's called critical thinking.
River Romero is going off.
People don't have that skill.
Fucking my guy.
River, I'm never not locked in, brother. I'm never not locked in. I stay locked in.
Ian Scruggs says you stopped thinking because you said you haven't read since your cerebral cortex has been formed.
No, I have.
Fabo says I called critical thinking.
I haven't read the whole thing, but I have. And one, I have read, not the whole thing, but I've read passages. I've listened to passages, but I've also never stopped thinking about it. Also, right now, you're not doing the critical thinking thing. Like, stop arguing with me about it. Argue with yourself, dude. Argue with yourself. Challenge your own understanding of it. That's more important than you arguing with me about it. Argue with yourself about it. Get into the practice of arguing with yourself. I guarantee you it'll make you a lot smarter. And it'll build a lot of courage within you. It'll also be really hard because you'll start to see how much people don't do that and how fucking idiotic they are. Good luck with that part, man. And again, nothing I'm saying is some like dogmatic belief that I hold. It's the best of my understanding, such that, Ian, if you came in right now and you told me something, you made an argument, and I'm arguing against it, and you're arguing against my arguments, and you're making actual points, which I'm sorry you haven't really been doing, that prove the things I'm saying to be illogical or false or give me reasonable doubt, brother, I'm all fucking ears. I'm all fucking ears, bro, because I want to improve my understanding. I want to improve my knowledge. And the things that don't hold up to logical thinking or thinking informed by the best of our knowledge doesn't serve me. Because why would I hold on to things that don't make sense? Because I believed them for a long time?
Why you've pondered for 29 years and I've pondered for 28. We've both had ups and downs in faith.
Yeah, so it's not like a chronology thing. It's like less about, like, I can sit and think about something for a very long time and still be wrong.
Coming to a different conclusion.
No, it doesn't make me smarter. It's not that my conclusion is different. It's not how long I've thought about it. This is what I'm, God damn it, bro. It's the merit of the argument. It's the merit of the argument, which is to say is how the argument withstands scrutiny, how it withstands interrogation, how it shields itself from holes being poked in it, the logical consistency. That's the difference. It's not how long you've thought about it. Bro, people for like most of human existence thought the earth was flat. They thought about it for a very long time. They were fucking wrong. It didn't matter how long they thought about it. They were wrong. They're all wrong. They thought about it for 90 years. They're all fucking wrong. It's not about
how we doing?
Time. It's about the merit of the argument.
Yahiko Targaryen says flat earthers are silly.
You're silly as hell, bro.
So what about the argument that Jesus is a historical figure?
Yeah, like the argument that a person named Jesus existed in that time.
1 hour later, and we in another argument.
Yes, we should always be arguing. Guys, arguments aren't a bad thing. Arguments are tools to improve your understanding, but we've corrupted arguments as a society into these shouting matches, because it would, honestly, all of it is for elite dominance. If people argued from a philosophical standpoint, they would innately become smarter, because they would like contrast their understanding of the world against other people's understanding with the desire to better understand. And if everyone in the society was constantly doing that, all of this shit would fall apart. People would see through it like that. But we've made argument like a sort of bad word, like, oh, it's this bad thing, like, oh, you always argue. But argument is simply improving your understanding by talking about how you understand something with somebody else. That's all an argument is. But we've made it into this negative thing, so people stray away from it. And even if they do it, they like try to win. You can't win an argument. You can't win an argument. It's not something to win. It's not something to win. It's not a fucking contest. Is to sharpen your understanding by contrasting it with somebody else's understanding. I believe this. What do you believe? Why do you believe it? This is why I believe this. Okay, the way you're saying you believe it is different than mine. Let me explain mine. Let me try and defend mine. Okay, what you just said makes mine no longer make sense. Okay, so now what I do, if I'm an honest actor, and I'm actually trying to argue, is I let go of the thing that you just proved doesn't make sense. I don't hold on to it.
That arguments aren't bad and should NT be taken personal.
Wrong that I've done, help me leave beyond some reasons to be. I should go. Honestly, it's a little bit on the later side. When you feel, I'm like stalking this guy. I'm like pretending to blend in, so I can assassinate him. Forgetting all the hurt inside you thought you hid so well. Pretending someone else can't come and save me from myself. I can't be who you are. All right, I need to take out one of the bodyguards. How did I do that last time? I think I like went in there.
Bible stories and artifacts that line up with history, though.
Yeah, of course there are. How does that prove anything? Of course there are. There are also multiple.
Yahiko Targaryen says, what does that prove?
That's what I'm saying. What does that prove?
Ian Scruggs says, do you battle with your belief in George Washington or Abe Lincoln?
Oh my, wow. Okay. All right. Wow. Damn. All right, man. Ian, drop a follow, come back. We'll pick up this conversation because I feel like there's a lot to unpack there, and I just don't think we have the time. I just do not think we have the time. But I don't mind continuing the conversation. I just don't know if we have one that I have the bandwidth to do it right now. Because there's a lot to unpack from what you just said. Like it, yeah. Well, we'll continue the conversation some other time. I'm gonna try and find a way to get one of these guys. How can I lure this guy in here, bro? Like this other motherfucker is watching. Is there like a noise I can make? I don't know what my tools are. Vibro wire, pistol. Can I like make noise and cause him to come in here or something? What is this? Enter. Oh. Bro, come on. Yo. Can I use it? I can only throw it. I don't want to throw it. I want to get this guy in the bathroom, man. Ooh, what if I brought him a drink and he had to go pee? That might be it, Chad. That might be it. Because there's a drink on the table you can grab.
Ian Scruggs says that Yahiko Targaryen proves a lot. From Noah's Ark to Jesus' Shroud to the Ark of the Covenant.
Okay, Noah's Ark didn't happen. Wait, I thought I could pick it up. It won't let me pick it up. Missing poison. What?
Ian says at Yahiko Targaryen, it's actually interesting, pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting. All mythologies are interesting. All religion is interesting. Also, a lot of the stuff in the Bible didn't happen. Some of it did. A lot of it is like a fabrication on what happened. Like
Ian Scruggs says, how do you know what happened?
Because the best tools we have for historical and archaeological research disproves that, or doesn't substantiate it. That's how we know it didn't happen. And it's contradictory to accounts of history around the world. That's how we know it didn't happen, dude.
Yahiko Targaryen says it's interesting, it's history. CHR says, yo, just got back from the dance.
What up, bro? How'd it go, man? Damn, bro. I just beat him over the head with this crowbar.
And scholars that prove it did happen, though.
No, they don't prove it happened. They say it happened. They're not proving it happened, man. No one has proved it happened. That simply doesn't exist. No one has proved it happened, dude. I think I just went in here and he followed me, bro. There's someone else I could nab. I need a different security guard. Maybe there's something upstairs. All right, we might have to pick up where we... Ooh, this is probably the guy, because he's alone up here. How did I not know that?
Ian Scruggs says, so what's the difference between saying it did happen and saying it didn't happen? CHR says, is this Hitman?
This is Hitman. So I'm not just saying it. Okay, so the difference, again, Ian, is the merit of their argument. The merit of the argument and the evidence they provide to substantiate their arguments. And the folks who say it did happen there's no merit in their argument. They're leaning on like religion completely. And two, they have no evidence to substantiate that it did happen. Whereas the other people, arguments make more sense and they have evidence to substantiate it. And so our best thinking would say we believe the people with better arguments and evidence to substantiate their arguments. It's the merit. Look up what like the word merit means.
Artifacts aren't merit.
No, that would be evidence, and historical artifacts. Like, so archaeological artifacts are one thing. Artifacts with religious significance are another. Okay? Just because there's been this like...
Scruggs says why?
Yeah, Ian, I think we should pick this up some other time. Again, I think there's just a lot that we have to unpack and discuss. But I don't know if it's fair to put that all on me. I think you should these are great questions. You should look into them. And you should do the thing I was talking about, that mental exercise. You should try and argue from the point of view of someone who is not religious and find arguments to
religion and politics will never be a finished convo.
Find arguments to support the point of view that isn't religious and seek to understand it. Like deeply, right? Not just like read the words and like repeat it, but like to have a firm understanding from your own perspective of what it means and try to put it in your own words.
And I came to a different conclusion.
Well, what you're telling me is not saying that. What up, Eddie? All right, anyways, chat, it's almost 10. We're gonna get out of here. Ian, thanks for engaging in conversation. Ed, I'm sorry, but
Targaryen is going on. Favo says deuces.
Favo, yeah, that's it, Favo. Yeah, unfortunately, like guys, again, if you follow, hit the bell so you get a notification when we go live. Because I don't always get on at the same time, and I'm probably never gonna do that. But this song is fire, bro. Oh my god. Hold on. We gotta hear this bad boy.
Ian Scruggs says, I appreciate the convo, man. No hate. It's nice to have
likewise, brother. Likewise.
Forbidden topics. Ed says,
yeah, I don't know if it's. Oh no, Ed, I didn't listen to that. That's my bad, man. Hold on. What's it called? I don't know if it's forbidden, but I think it certainly isn't discussed enough. I'm about to save it right now on Spotify so I don't forget.
Ed says Octane. Don Toliver.
Octane.
Ed says name of the album.
Gotcha. I want you to know of everything. I won't let this go. These words are my heart and soul. Moment you know. Octane. Oh, this shit blew up. Damn, this thing has a ton of plays. Bad, say less. Looks cool. Cool name too. Yeah, man, give it a listen. Spoken. But guys, little update. I'm researching establishing an LLC. Heard that's tough. I'm researching to establish an LLC that'll allow us to do a lot more, allow us to reach a bigger audience, and the goal is one day we create something that I believe will change the world. I can't talk about what it is because I don't trust these platforms. But the goal is to create something that can change the world. I have an idea of what that thing is. But I need influence, Chad. I need influence. And the only way I know how to gain that is by trying to connect with people through my truth, and helping them to better understand, if not themselves, at least the human experience. But I believe by better understanding the human experience, one can better understand themselves. So that's going to be a huge milestone. The goal for that is to have it established by the end of the year. So there's a lot of time left there. But hopefully within the next like 4 months, if not sooner. Open a business line of credit. Just do some things, but none of like, oh shit, we're at 111. Guys, look, we're at 1,111. That's cool. That's nice. None of this would have happened without you guys, man.
Process, I believe.
Oh yeah, for sure. I just want to make sure like I have a business line of credit and like I have some plan for how I want to start utilizing it right away. But like I said, guys, none of that could have happened without you guys, without the regulars, the people who come here every day, engage, support. That's Yahiko, that's Noah, that's Ed. Appreciate you guys, man. None of this would happen without y'all. I could be sitting here talking to myself. I talked to myself for 2 years. I know the things I say piss people off. I know I could probably be nicer about it. I know I could be more understanding, but
says, of course, man.
You know, I'm not perfect. I'm learning as I go, and I hope to continue to get better and do it better. But for real, guys, like I said, man, I invested my entire life into this. Thanks, Yahiko. That means a lot, man. Like I said, I invested my whole life savings into this, so it means a lot that people care and show up. So thanks, guys. We'll catch you later. I'm gonna be probably like MIA for the next couple of days. We're like mourning the passing of somebody, so a lot of the next couple of days is going to be focused on that. But yeah, I'll probably be back Sunday, and I'm on break next week, so I might stream that entire week. But yeah, we'll see you guys. Again, appreciate you guys. Thank you. Folks on YouTube, appreciate you guys dropping in. Folks on Twitch, appreciate you guys dropping in. We're getting way more plays on YouTube and Twitch these days. Love to see it, man. Love to see it. GG's chat. Hold on, I gotta play the music a little bit louder. Let's do. I'm gonna get off at 10. We have 6 minutes to play a banger song. Actually, let's just play Octane, bro. Ed's been asking for it.
Yahiko Targaryen is going off.
Ed, which song should we play off? Which song should we play off the album first?
Ed says intro so tough too.
Like the first song? E85? All right, I'm just going to play it from the top.
It starts off strong. Yahiko Targaryen says IFWATM. Yahiko Targaryen says that's probably it though.
I'll cue that up.
Ed says at Yahiko Targaryen ATM tough. Tuition my favorite on the album.
Cue Tuition up too. Save Tuition, save ATM. All right. Those 3 songs, we'll play them out and then call it, chat. Let's rock out, man. Out. Just hit my knee.
Yahiko Targaryen says that Ed, I gotta give the album a re-listen IFW that too.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes a re-listen is necessary. I've had many times where I listened to an album and didn't like it the first time. Even the first 2 times, and the third time I was like, fuck, bro. Like, what was I on? It's like I was bugging. This shit's fire. So it just be like that sometimes. There's a Don Toliver song that I really liked back in the day. I think it was an album. It was like that album with like the American flag stuff. Like, it's like that stuff. The album was tough.
How we doing? Cat God sleeps.
This beat sounds familiar. Bro, there's a song called Tiramisu. I love tiramisu.
Ed says trying to make college tuition at the West ENDDD. How we doing? Very nonchalant.
Ain't fucking around with the Venmo. Make college tuition at the West End.
Ed says yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yo, my mouse is bugging. It won't let me like move it down. What the hell? Oh, there we go. What the? What the hell?
Yahiko Targaryen
Is it
says
dying?
yeah, TS hit too.
Damn, bro. What the hell?
How we doing, Noah? How we doing, Owen? Ed is going off. Owen says Francis come back to UFC.
Damn, this shit is still not working. Oh, all right. All right, chat. We got a little more time because my mouse started to not work, but it's working now, so we're about to call it. Like I said, guys, thanks again. Hitman doesn't want me to leave the game. I don't know what's going on. Where's like the exit button, dog? Whatever. Thank you all. Shout out the Corrupts Core. That girl does not know what she did, bro. She really found the best name, the Corrupt Core. Oh, man.